Hello again guys, and welcome back to another brand new Zatu Games video with me, Tom from The Honest Meeple. Today I'm going to give you my first impressions of this brand new game from Ravensburger, Jaws, a board game of strategy and suspense. To give you a brief synopsis of the game, in Jaws, one player will take on the role of the killer shark, Jaws himself, while the others will take on the role of members of the crew, much like Quint, Hooper, and Brody. The players have the simple task of not only locating the shark, but fitting trackers to him, and ultimately hunting him down and going in for the kill. The shark has different ideas. He wants to massacre as many people on the beaches as possible and then take out the ever-famous characters from the film. Throughout the game, you'll be playing on a board. Initially, in Act 1, you'll be based in Amity Island. You'll be going across the island, dropping off the trackers, while also using the boats to navigate your way round the beaches to try and hunt the shark. The shark is trying to kill as many swimmers as possible that appear on the beaches. These swimmers will appear thanks to the Amity event deck. On this deck, you will find all sorts of different events that are going to be happening across the course of Act 1, but these show you exactly where the swimmers are going to occur. If you're lucky, you're going to save as many swimmers as possible, track the shark with 2 tracker beacons, and you'll be well on your way to defeating the killer shark Jaws. Unfortunately, it's not that easy, because if Jaws manages to get 9 kills, Act 1 is going to end immediately, and you're going straight into Act 2 with only 3 bits of gear. However, Jaws is going to have 10 shark abilities. Act 2 is very different. I'll show you right now. As you can now see on the board, Act 2 takes place on the Orca. The crew are now stuck on the boat and they're being hunted by Jaws. Jaws will appear on the boat at different locations. They'll have 3 options per go and they will be able to attack in those locations. If they manage to attack the crew, they're going to lose health. You can see on the back of these cards, you just flip them over for Act 2 and all the characters have a health score. If the shark is lucky enough to either destroy the Orca or kill all the crew, Jaws unfortunately wins. However, if the crew manage to batter Jaws out the way, or shoot him, or even get a canister in his mouth and blow him to smithereens, the crew are going to win. So, what are my first impressions of this game? I think right off the bat we have to talk about the theme. Obviously this has the IP of Jaws, as one would expect from the title, and the theme is really nicely entwined throughout the game. Everything sits right, and fans of the film are going to be reeling at the fact that everything is in here. They're going to absolutely love it. Even fans who perhaps aren't as familiar with the film, just know about Jaws, will find something familiar within this game. The theme has been handled really nicely. And then that gets me onto gameplay. How does the game play? It's perhaps slightly weighty to begin with. The rulebook is a fair few pages long, and it definitely took me a bit of time to get my head round. As soon as I got my head round it though, you are in love with this game. It is kind of a hunter-killer mechanic. The shark is stalking the beaches. You don't have a clue where he is, and you're desperately trying to hit him with trackers as well as saving the swimmers. There's a lot going on, and as a team you've got to make sure that you're making the right decisions at the right time. Otherwise the shark is going to be shooting up the track and getting those 9 kills very, very quickly. I think the gameplay is actually nicely separated out as well. There's not too much going on in Act 1, and there's a nice amount of action in Act 2, and the fact that they're spread across the whole game is really nice to see. Act 2 is just a frantic race to try and guess where the shark is going to be appearing on this board, while also trying to balance out your weapons and your gear. If the shark's got the upper hand from Act 1, you're going to find yourself in Act 2 with very little gear amongst you. You'll have your basic gear that the characters Quint, Hooper and Brody are going to have, but that ain't going to get you very far. Hitting Jaws with a mallet ain't as effective as shooting him with a rifle. There is a really nice balance with this game, and that can be seen through the gameplay. As play progresses, it does seem like it's weighted heavily towards the shark side. Well, in fact, they've got an easier job in Act 1. However, if you manage to guess where that shark's going to be appearing in Act 2, you've got him, you've cornered him, and you're probably going to be successful. Going back to the theme, the artwork in this game is really nice. The components perhaps aren't the best quality as one would expect. Ravensburger do produce fantastic games, and you know what? I've heard a lot of things about the components, but I'm quite a fan of them. They're very basic, they're simple, but I think that's what this game needs. The gameplay just speaks for itself. You don't need fancy miniatures for this. A nice little wooden shark, he's going to do you absolutely fine. Would I recommend this game? Damn right I would. It's a really nice twist on the 1v-all variety of game. As I say, the hunter-killer element is really nice and fits nicely into this theme. Please, if you want to find out more, check out our unboxing and ultimately our review on this channel. I hope you've enjoyed this quick video as I give you my first impressions of this game. And please do enjoy the rest of our content on our channel. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you feel like taking on the formidable opponent of Jaws here, you can use Honest Meeple 5 at the checkout on zatu.co.uk to get 5% off your next order. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all next time.